couple different options for that today. So you guys can kind of pick and let me know if you have a preference of one over the other. We can use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, like you have been doing before. We can also use what's called point-slope form, and it's y, I don't know why my color just changed, y minus y sub 1 equals m x minus x sub 1. Okay, x1 and y1 are just the x and y from one of your points. Just like when we did slope, we took one of those points and we had the x and the y. The y and x without a little 1 underneath them, those are just the variables x and y, and those are going to stay. And then m represents our slope. So if we look at this one, if I want this equation, if I wanted to use this formula, this would be my x1, my y1, my slope is my m. So we plug them in, we get y minus, what's y1?
1
Equals m, which is 2 times x minus 4. Right. To get the final answer, our equation needs to be y equals mx plus b form at the end. So the next thing I would do is distribute that 2. So that would give me x minus 8. And then to get the y by itself, what's the final step? So we get y equals 2x minus 7. And that is our equation. That's probably the fastest method, as long as you can remember that point slope equation. The y minus y1 equals m times x minus x. For example 2, I want to show you the other option, and then we can pick which of the two you like, okay? So this one is just using y equals mx plus b. We've written equations with that, but we had to have m and b before we could write the equation, right? The m is given. We need to find the b value. So to do that, we're just going to plug into our equation. So the y would be the y value of my ordered pair, which is 4, equals m, my slope, which is 1/2, times x, my x value is 2, and we're trying to find b. So 1/2 times 2, then we have to move the 1 to the other side, so we subtract it. And so we get b equals 3. Now we have our m and we have our b, so we could write the equation. Y equals m, which is 1/2 x plus b, which is 3. 2 methods. It doesn't matter a bit which one you use. How many of you like the first one, point slope? Alright, how many prefer the second one? Okay, looks like I'm going to keep using the first one from here on out. We'll do another one together, and then I might have you guys try some. So in this order pair, my x1 is the -6. My y1 is my 0. So we have y minus y1, which is 0, equals m, 2/3 times x minus what? So minus -6 would make this plus. Alright, what's y minus 0? So y equals, then we distribute. So we get 2/3 x plus 2/3 times 6 is 4. Alright, why don't you guys try the next one? Let's see where we're at. Our x1 is the -8. The y1 is the -1. And our m is the -3/4. So we have y minus -1 equals -3/4 x minus -8. Minus a negative makes plus. So we have y plus 1 equals, okay, distribute, so -3/4 x, and then -3/4 times 8. What does that give you? Now what? So we have y equals -3/4 x, -6 minus 1 will be -7. We had some mistakes on that one, so I don't think we're ready to go on our own yet. Let's try another one together. You guys walk me through it. What do I do first? So this is my x and my y. So it'll be y minus -3. Good. Minus a negative means plus. So y plus 3 equals, if we distribute, that would give us you could write -1x, you could also just put -x, those are the same. And then next step, we want to move it to the other side, we have to subtract it. So y equals -x plus 1. Alright, I want you guys to do, let's do 6 and 7. So that's the last one on this and the next one on the next page. If we do okay with those, then we'll stop for today. Y minus -9 equals 4 times x minus 0. So that's like a 4 plus 9 equals 4x. Do we need the minus 0?
No.
No, you can drop that. So then you subtract your 9 over, so y equals 4x minus 9. Alright. And the last one. So y minus -5 equals 1/3 times x minus -12. If you need to, you can rewrite it minus negative. That's y plus 5 equals 1/3 x plus 12. So if we distribute, 1/3 x plus 4. To change the side, we change the sign. So subtract the 5. So 1/3 x minus 1. Looked like we did much better on those two topics. Are there any questions for me? Okay. So I have a few for you to do. We might have time to